Just found the new Scorchin Bratz dollies in Target. You know the vibes.
Hey y'all, here I currently am with another little dolly review, and as you can see, I am doing a Bratz Scorchin review. I found these dollies at my Target, thankfully. I had to drive to a different town to locate them because they weren't at my local Target, but I'm glad that I was able to get all of them. I was originally only just gonna get Chloe and Sasha, but then I really got a good look at like all of them and like the face and stuff like that, and I honestly was just like, no, get all of them right now just so you can review them and like just have them so you just don't have to wait for them in general. I usually don't like buy whole lines and stuff like that just because I don't really like all the dolls in like one line. It's very rare, but you know, Bratz are always gonna be that girl, so I'm honestly not surprised that I like all of the dolls in this collection. I'm honestly really shocked that these dolls look like on how like current and like fresh these dolls look, honestly. And like I really just love the bottom lashes specifically on like all of these dolls. I feel like that's like very 60s inspired. But here we're just gonna take a look at all of the individual boxes real quick. I'm just gonna start off with Sasha. Now, I didn't exactly check to see if the faces were like very symmetrical or whatever. I just checked to make sure that the makeup was like looking nice and not like, you know, bad quality control or whatever. But here we just have the top of her box and it says Sasha TM 3 times, as well as a Passion for Fashion logo right up at the top with little checkered flags. Here we just got this really gorgeous little graphic of these little like dice over here with lips right over, like on the print, and it's like just in front of this flame graphic. And then in the back of her box you can just see this like Arizona iced tea looking kind of like energy drink can, and it just has the Passion for Fashion Bratz logo and stuff like that on it with flames. And here we just have Sasha and her beautiful artwork right over here, right next to this logo. I really love the cherry design as well as the flame like right along the top of it, and this orange logo is kind of like giving Bratz Boys a little bit, just with like the coloring, honestly. But yeah, I'm really in love with the designs of these dolls. I honestly think that they look like the Moalola dolls a little bit in terms of like the makeup styling, and I don't have any of those dolls, unfortunately, and I might end up with them at some point, but I'm not really like going out of my way to get them, you know what I mean? But yeah, all of these dolls are really pretty. And I really love all of the box designs. They're all like subtly different, obviously because of like the color and everything. But here we've just got this little text along the artwork. I really do enjoy the artwork on the back. And I love how in person it kind of looks like a little grainy almost. These are really pretty. These dolls really look like shoujo anime characters in the face. I really love it. Here we're just moving on to Jade. She's just got this like same Passion for Fashion logo at the top with her name 4 times right over here in the front of the box. Same dice, but she's just got like green and blue flames. And here we just have the like gorgeous window to the like background of the packaging. It's kind of the same looking like energy Arizona iced tea looking drink with like the little logos and whatnot. Her face is like really stunning. Like that makeup is like very like just like runway and like high fashion to me. And I really love all of these looks. They're honestly giving More Than a Woman by Aaliyah. And just like, I love that like whole motorcycle aesthetic in general and whatnot. We just have her gorgeous artwork at the front, striking that beautiful pose, with the little logo. And then we have this really cunty artwork at the back. This is like really pretty. And I really love the art style that they're using. Here we just have her little text. Something about this is also kind of giving like Charlie's Angels to me. But let me know what y'all think. And here we got Miss Yasmin, our pretty princess. I'm really in love with the shade that they have going on with her lips. Like this is so cunty, and like every girl is trying to get their lips to look like this, both with makeup and with lip injections. Anyways, they replaced her beauty mark with a little star. I honestly think that's very cunty of them. Here we just have Yasmin 4 times at the top, or 3 times rather, with the little dice, and her little artwork over here as well. Really, really love Yasmin's color that they gave her. This purple is like a really pretty shade against her skin tone, honestly. And then we've got the back of the box with her artwork, and the text right over here. I really love all of their artwork, honestly. I'm really trying to pick a favorite right now, but I honestly don't know if I can pick a favorite because all of them look just very stunning. And they honestly look like they stepped out of like a comic book or something. Like, something about this line is also very reminiscent of like Bratz Dynamite. I know that Bratz Dynamite wasn't like a budget line by any means, but like, I don't know, I feel like for $15, like MGA really like nailed it. Cause like, Mattel isn't doing this cunty of a doll line for $15. That's for damn sure, you know what I mean? Like, these are incredibly fresh and incredibly current designs. And if I saw people like this in real life, I would run up to them and compliment them and want to take pictures with them even. Cause like, what the hell? This is just like pretty as shit. And then we have Chloe over here. Now, I don't know about you, but I feel like Bratz has been kind of like surfing through Instagram recently and looking through a whole bunch of like repaints and stuff like that. And they've kind of been basing their face-ups off of like some repainters like styles, or not styles, but these kind of just look a lot more like airbrushed, and like they pay a lot more attention to what's going on the Bratz social media and like how people are repainting them and whatnot. But I really love this like frosty eyeshadow color that they chose for her. And like with this hair and just this like base makeup, she's kind of giving me like Aquamarine / like Sarah Paxton from that movie. But yeah, we've just got the little Chloe logo 4 times up at the top with the little dice and like green and blue flames. The same kind of like can background. Hers is just in blue, and Yasmin's was just in this like really cunty little purple. Here we just have her nice little artwork. I do wish she did have the like black ombre / like under like dyeing of her hair and like the actual doll, but I honestly can't complain because this doll in general just looks so cunty and just so pretty in general. She just looks very ethereal, honestly, and like almost ghostly, in my opinion. But yeah, we just have this cunty little artwork. I honestly wish that Chloe was like as tan as this artwork, because she is looking just a little bit paler on camera. But I don't know if that's just because of the glare from my flash. Here we just have a little text. And yeah, I really, really love that they brought back this kind of like platform like lipstick boot, like kind of like heel or whatever, because I know they did a kind of similar thing with like the Kylie Jenner Bratz, but like I really fucking hate those dolls. I can't stand the Kylie Bratz. I have one of them, but that's just because I got her for $5 on clearance, and I really only wanted to get her for her articulated body anyways. And yeah, at least they did something with like kind of that like inspiration with like that shoe mold, because I really wanted to see it come back, honestly. And I don't reuse those shoes because they have Kylie's name on them, so her doll just gets to wear those in my collection. But yeah, in the next clip they're gonna be all out of the box. Now here I am with all 4 of these girlies out of box, and they are all incredibly stunning, honestly. Like, I'm literally just like basking in their glory right now, because like, what the hell? Like, how is it that like the Bratz dolls just like keep getting better and better, like design wise, honestly? They honestly look like comic book characters. And I'm going to start off with Jade over here. Now, from the second I saw her stock photos leak on Instagram, I was immediately just like in love with this kind of like jet black and like midnight blue hair. I really love it. It's honestly kind of giving me like Bratz Midnight Dance vibes. It's really, really stunning. It's kind of giving like Violet Parr too from The Incredibles. She's just got these very, very, very thin and villainous looking eyebrows. They're very cunty, and they're in this like ginger shade, or like brown maybe. And then she has this like really pale like pinkish red eyeshadow all over her lid. and this nice like black eyeliner that kind of goes out very sharp at like a point, and then she's just got her very nice stunning brown eyes with these very 60s looking bottom lashes that are very defined. She's got like reddish blush on her cheeks. I don't know if you can tell. My camera's kind of washing her face out a bit because she is a little bit pale. But we do have this very, very stunning lip combo. I'm not honestly sure how to describe it, but like it looks like she's just got this like kind of like really dark like lip line kind of around the cupid's bow and like top of her lip a little bit, and then she's just got this little like definition on like the inner part of her lip, and she's just got the open like mouth like lip mold. And I'm honestly not mad that they put Jade in kind of like the baggiest silhouette out of like all of the girls, because like the rest of them are like wearing, you know, the very tight short mini skirts and stuff like that, and like, you know, you can see their like, you know, bellies and whatnot, whereas like Jade is over here looking like the club bouncer or whatever the hell, like not in the bad way like at all, but she's just like I love the silhouette, and I love how wide her like, you know, trousers are or whatever. And I really, really love these heels, or boots rather. They just have this kind of like red and white flame going up the side with a little lipstick, kind of like stiletto. And I don't know if you could tell before, but there is a slit on the side of these shorts, which is very, very cool. And I really, really do love this like motorcycle style outfit. Just got this little logo right over here. I think it just says racing right on it. And this jacket is like very, very detailed. Not exactly sure what that says on the side, but there's some kind of like silver chrome lettering. And her shorts even have the little like buckle and stud detailing. And like all of these pieces are like hemmed like very nicely, and they're like stitched together very well. I'm not sure if there's like a design on the back of the jacket, but I'm gonna go ahead and lift up her hair to be able to see. Seems like there is. I think it says 2001 on the back, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I'm really in love with Jade's outfit specifically. Like all of them are like very similar, and like they look very cohesive in general, but like the red looks very stunning on Jade. And overall, I just think that like her face is the most striking out of like all of them, like her face and hair. And she's just got her little glasses right over here with these kind of like silver like wiring or whatever, and the red frames. And yep, that's all for Jade. Now we're gonna be moving on to Sasha. I really, really love Sasha's face too. And all of the dolls kind of just have the like regular like middle parted hair. And like they only have subtle variations in terms of like if they have any like tendrils or like they have their hair cut. And if I'm not mistaken, I think all of them have these little like shortcuts or whatever at the front. But yeah, here we're just gonna start off with her makeup. She kind of just has this like peachy pink like shadow kind of like on the outer part of her eyes, and then on the inner part is kind of just like a darker peach, kind of like a peachy orange almost. I'm not really sure if I'm describing it correctly, but she also has these really arched eyebrows and these very, very striking kind of like hazelish like green eyes with like a little bit of blue in them. And she's also got like red blush on her face, as well as these very, very defined bottom lashes as well. And I don't know if you can tell, but she's also got light brown eyeshadow kind of like on her waterline. And then moving on to her outfit, she's kind of just got her little yellow getup going on. It's cropped and she's wearing a little mini skirt with this little design on it. And you can see the little stud at the top. And that design, I think, is like just a regular like belt buckle design, if I'm not mistaken. And then moving on to her boots, it just says Bratz on the side with the like yellow and white, as well as the lipstick like stiletto heel or whatever. I really love the shoe design for this line. I know that they're all similar mostly with like different colored like painting, but I think that they're really, really cunty. And this is honestly giving like Totally Spies for sure. I know that like, I feel like this is like just the spiritual successor like as well to like Bratz Dynamite. And Sasha's hair blend is kind of just this like really dark brown hair blend. It kind of appears reddish like in certain lighting, but I don't think that there's any like streaks of red in there. And yeah, she's honestly really, really pretty. And I'm really enjoying the way that they painted her lips as well, because they are honestly the same style of like lip paint as Jade's, just in like different colors. She's kind of got this like raspberry plumish like shade on her lips, and this like even darker shade of like lip liner and whatnot. And that eye, or like that eyeshadow look, is just like very dramatic as well. I feel like this eyeshadow look could have been seen in like Romeo and Juliet or something. Baz Luhrmann's Romeo and Juliet. It's just very like ethereal, and it honestly kind of looks like a drag makeup look, if you ask me, in like the best way possible. And then she's just got these neon yellow sunglasses with like black wiring. Really, really love this outfit too. And I love how she's like showing a little bit of her belly button as well. And then moving on to Chloe. She honestly looks very ghostly to me, and kind of like a siren almost. I really love it, honestly. She's just got these regular blue little glasses with these black like frames. And then we just are moving on to her face, and just like the rest of the girls in this collection, she's got these thin villainous eyebrows. I really, really love this Chloe's makeup as well. She's just got this like pastel kind of like teal on her lid, as well as this like silvery chromy metallic eyeliner along her like wing black eyeliner and stuff like that. And like her eyelashes are defined as well at the bottom. And she's just got like silvery top lashes as well, with these very striking kind of like teal bluish eyes. And this kind of like peachy pinkish like blush on her face. And I'm really, really loving this like nude lip on her. It's very pretty, and it's honestly kind of giving like velvet almost, or like a frosted lip. And I don't know if you can tell on camera, but there's just like a darker shade of like brown, or like peachish like nude brown for lip liner. And then here we're just moving on to her outfit. She's just got this like regular little like color blocking like patterning on like the front. And it's honestly really pretty. I do like these colors. They remind me of my Salvadorian flag. Now we're just going to be moving on to her shoes really quickly, just because I think that this design is very, very cunty as well. Just had the same lipstick at the bottom, with this little like patterning at the top, and like at the back, with the different colors and stuff like that. And her mini skirt has also just got this little stud, as well as her jacket. There's also just little color blocking on it. And now, last and finally not least, we have Miss Yasmin. Here we're just gonna start off with her kind of basic looking sunglasses. And she's just got this like nice shade of like brown hair. And she's also got thin villainous eyebrows. And I really, really do like her makeup. I think it honestly looks the most like dramatic and like comic book like out of like all of the girls, in my opinion. And I really, really love the purple on like the eyelid that they gave her, and just the way that it kind of like smokes out and stuff like that around the eyes. She's just got this lighter shade of like lilac purple, and then it kind of just like fans out into this like really dark shade of like purple. And then towards her inner corner, she's just got this like very silvery chrome looking like eyeliner or like eyeshadow, with like gray on the inner corner. And she's got these very pretty brown eyes with like a little mix of like hot pink in them, as well as defined bottom lashes, with this little star where her beauty mark usually is. And she's just got kind of this like red toned peachy like blush on her face. And I really love this lip liner and this like lipstick combo that they use. I really think that this is like so trendy. And my friends are even like trying to get their, you know, makeup to look like this in terms of like lip and like lip liner and stuff like that. And this is like really cute. Just have this like darker shade of like brown at the, as the lip liner I mean, and then this like nude pink right over here. And then moving on to her outfit, she's kind of just got this little like, these like little wings over here on like the side, or like not wings, but they kind of look like arrows like pointing down the sleeve, and it kind of comes out to like a flare sleeve a little bit in like the slightest bit. And then she's just got a little stud at the top, and the stitching is really nice on this piece, I will say, or on these pieces rather. And then she's just got this little like mini skirt that has like mesh all over it for like the trim rather, with this kind of like lacing detail on the front of it, of like the leather. And then moving on to her shoes, she's just got this little design right over here on the sides of them, as well as this little lipstick like the rest of the girlies have. And yeah, I'm really happy to have gotten all of these dolls. I honestly didn't think that I was gonna find them because I had already looked for them previously and I just didn't have any luck, and I was just gonna give up anyways because, you know, dolls aren't exactly that important in the grand scheme of things, you know what I mean? But it is nice, like, when you get to find what everybody else is finding in store, because I was experiencing just a little bit of FOMO, but, you know, that's over now. And yeah, I'm overall just like really happy about the design of these. Like, I saw the leaks for these like not too long ago, and my jaw honestly dropped. I do think I forgot to mention before, but I think that the hair fiber used for them is like a high-grade nylon or like a saran. It is very gelled, like coming out of box, so I'm definitely gonna have to wash this out of the hair, or, you know, brush it out really well, but as we all know, it's not good to dry brush doll hair and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm really pleased with this doll line, and I cannot wait to see what MGA has like in store for these Bratz girlies. I do know that we are going to be getting like a new Fashion Pixies line or something, and that should be very cunty. So yeah, let me know if you guys are finding these dolls in store and what you guys think about them. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye y'all!